The girl was once locked inside a rice cooker because she could make the rice smell better. Later, she climbed into someone's used shoes to remove their odor. After that, she even jumped into a water bottle bigger than herself to purify the water. Binchou had never met her parents. Her only relative, her grandmother, had passed away not long ago. Now, Binchou lived alone in a small wooden house deep in the mountains. She was lonely, but she still faced each day with a bright smile. To earn a living, she had to travel far to the city for work. The trip was long and complicated, requiring several transfers. First, she crossed a wide river by riding on a duck ferry. Then, she stood at a transfer platform marked with footprints. When she stepped on the right spot, a giant bird swooped down from the sky, grabbing the back of her belt with its claws, and carried her high above the clouds. Even though Binchou had flown many times before, she was still nervous every trip, and the fare wasn't cheap either. Each ride cost her 1 acorn. After paying the fare, she tumbled onto the ground and headed to the job distribution site. But as usual, the place was already packed with people. Small and weak, Binchou couldn't compete for the better paying jobs. By the time the crowd cleared, only the dirtiest and most exhausting tasks were left for her. After finishing work, Binchou decided to reward herself. She went into a small shop and saw a pair of underwear she really liked, but when she checked her wallet, it was empty. So she turned to the discount bin and searched for a cheaper pair. After a long time, she finally found one she could afford. By the time she returned home, it was already dark. She cooked dinner for herself, adding a small piece of charcoal from her head into the pot. It made the rice smell wonderfully fragrant, though it always burned her hands when she took it back out. Her dinner was simple: 2 side dishes and a bowl of rice. Still, she felt proud of her hard work that day. The next morning, Binchou took the same route to the city, but this time, the giant bird was in a bad mood. Maybe because the acorn she offered was smaller than usual. After taking the payment, the bird suddenly dropped her mid-flight. Binchou hit the ground hard. When she got up, she accidentally bumped into someone. She apologized quickly, but the person, a pink-haired girl, didn't get angry. Instead, she took out an ointment and gently treated Binchou's wound. Her name was Takesumi. Takesumi's grandfather owned a small pharmacy in the mountains, and like Binchou, she was also heading to town for work. After chatting for a bit, they decided to go together. When they arrived at the recruitment site, it was once again overflowing with people. Takesumi was only a little taller than Binchou, so they couldn't squeeze through the crowd either. Binchou didn't mind, she was used to it, but Takesumi refused to give up. An idea struck her. She asked Binchou to take off her headband and stick some tape on it. Then she rushed toward the crowd. With teamwork, they used the sticky headband to snag one of the job notices from above. Their plan worked perfectly. They both got jobs and were finally able to enjoy a good meal that day. Later, on her way home with her pay in hand, Binchou tripped over a bamboo pole and fell. Her bag of rice spilled all over the ground. She sat there, feeling hopeless. Just then, Takesumi arrived and helped her pick up the grains one by one, but that would take forever. Takesumi ran home, grabbed a strainer, and soon they had all the rice gathered again. Then Takesumi invited Binchou to her house. As soon as Binchou stepped inside, Takesumi's family shouted birthday wishes to her. Earlier that day, Takesumi had seen a birthday card slip out of Binchou's pocket, so she secretly planned a small party. Binchou was deeply moved. It was the happiest birthday she had had since her grandmother passed away. That night, heavy rain poured down. Binchou placed every bowl and pot she could find under the leaks in her roof, but the rain grew stronger, and the cold crept in until she had to crawl into an empty rice sack to stay warm. The next morning, she woke up early and rushed to the recruitment site again. Using all her strength, she finally squeezed into the crowd and grabbed a job notice. Just then, something green flew past her. It was Takesumi's new invention.